witches, how you doing? Welcome back to another video. We are going to be doing a quick flip through today of my July planner. I've got some fun things in there that I wanted to share with you. And yeah, for those of you who are new here, my name is Taya. Welcome to the channel where we do all kinds of fun things like witchcraft related. And this is sort of my witchy planner run through that I do each month. And for those of you who are returning viewers, maybe coming back from another video, thank you so much for supporting the channel. And everybody, please consider subscribing. It's a great way to help us build and grow. So before we get started, I wanted to share my little corn dolly. Happy Lammas, everybody. It was just this past weekend, kind of the 1st to the 3rd of August, and I made her, and I'm so pleased. It's the first corn dolly I've ever made. She was part of my program of studies was to make a corn dolly. And I have to name her still. I haven't come up with a name for her yet, but I'm just drawing her out. Look, she's even got a little wave. So I was really pleased with her, and I thought I'd show her off. And then, yeah, let's get into the witchy good planning. So I didn't do too much on the monthly. Just used some of my pretty reflective moon stuff. And then this is actually the only week that I did the week ahead reading. I've sort of fallen away from doing my week ahead reading. I'm not sure why. I just did. But I had some fun with the planning here this month, or this week. And then the next week I kind of got into this, like, with the stripes of washi tape and kind of keeping everything sort of to the middle. And I had a spot here to do my week ahead reading. I just never did it. And then this week I just said, never mind. And so yeah, lots of fun in here. These calendars, this part of my calendar is where I take everything from my other, I amalgamate everything into one. So this is my, my mundane things I have to do, videos I have to make. I've got, astrological events, moon events. I've got, hey, like here we are camping, and I've got information on, different, astrological happenings, like, this is Venus enters, oh, you guys tell me, who is that? I can never remember. Here, the full moon in, that is not Aquarius though. That's Capricorn, but it was actually in Aquarius. That was wrong. And this last week, I really got back into the no white space planning. I kind of figured a few things out, and I'm just really enjoying that again. So you'll see a lot of that in August as well. And yeah, it was just sort of all in all kind of a fun way to end off my month. Then we go to the voice, where really all I do, this is about sharing my voice, and this section is going to build. I have something to share with you guys a little later, but this is going to build, this is going to become more of a business planner, but I've just got what videos I'm doing on what days, and then on the weeklies, I just keep track of, subscribers and uploads, and any ideas I have that I want to video. And then the fun one is, of course, the spirit planner. So in here, I track all kinds of fun stuff, but I have like a personal horoscope. So any day that I need to check my personal horoscopes, any days that I need to check my full moon or my new moon workbooks from Spirit Daughter, I have these little triangles on them. So there's usually either an astrological event. Well, there is an astrological event happening, and there's a little write-up about what it means and the effects. And of course, the moons. We've got the new moon, the first quarter, the full moon, and the last quarter. And another last quarter up here. Oh, and Leo, when we entered Leo. And this is the fun page. This is the whole monthly spread for my spirit journal, or my spirit planner. So we've got reading, researching, and resonating. So I was reading Visions of the Kalyak by Sarita Deste and David Rankine, and of Blood and Bones by Kate Froyler. So I actually have already done the Visions of the Kalyak is in a video that I did last in July. There was the book review for that. And I'm going to be reviewing of Blood and Bones coming up in August. So researching the Kalyak, shadow magic, dark moon, guilds and nonprofit societies. And what was resonating was shadow magic, dark moon rites, and death oil. I got my to-dos. I did not track my study, altar, and servitor charging times. I have my month ahead reading, and then a monthly review, which is sort of, where did we fall with this reading? Did it come true? Whatever, how did I feel about what I was researching and what was resonating, and how did my witchcraft practice sort of flow throughout the month? So my reading was, you're on the right path, get going. Don't look backwards. You've overcome your fears. Look forward and keep exploring and studying. You're going to need to start, and a rush of clarity is coming. Maybe a business plan. Overall, just go, go, go. Now is the time. And I did actually have a massive rush of clarity about 3/4 of the way through the month of July, and I figured out, this is going to sound sort of silly, but I figured out what I want to do with my life. I figured out I'm just in the process of closing down my mundane business. I'm just finishing up my Tupperware career. And as that's ending, I've been sort of like, what am I going to be doing? I know I want it to be witchcraft related. I know I want to teach, but how am I going to package this? What am I really going to do with it? So I had this massive rush of clarity, and I'm really excited. So I don't have any details to share with you right now, but I will coming up. As soon as I've got something concrete for you, I will share it. And then of course we've got the day-to-day. Every day I do some type of journaling, and this month I decided to work with 366 Celt, A Day in a Year of Celtic Wisdom and Lore by Carl McColman. He's got a very interesting history with the craft and with Christianity. And yeah, he put together this book. It's done up by paths. So it starts with the path of approach, and then it gets into the path of sovereignty, and the path of the druid, and the path of nature, and where I am now is on the path of the bard. So it's kind of a collection, of three, 4, maybe even 6 different days. And yeah, it's really interesting. And the collection is all in the sort of the same topic, right? So Path of Sovereignty was really about the goddess of the land and her giving sovereignty and her partnering with the king. But really, it's the goddess who grants the king the ability to rule, not the other way around. And if he's not a good king, the goddess will pull her blessing, and there will be bad crops, there will be bad weather, But if he's a good king, the land will be abundant. So kind of interesting. So that's the one I've been working through, and I'm working through it again in August. I'm going to keep that up for a while because I'm finding it's really, really interesting. Then we have, of course, my new moon sigil, and we have another full moon. Now, usually I have like a cutout from my full moon workbook, and I do a 3-card pull from that. Instead, this month, I did the 5-card pull. It's called Healing the Witch Wound. It is from Mermaid Mystic, and it was an amazing reading, and it was exactly what I needed. And yeah, it goes through, how has the witch wound impacted my relationship with others? How has this impacted my magic? What is the true nature of magic and power? How can I heal and empower this? And how can I help others heal? And yeah, it was a really, really interesting reading, and it came around the same time as my big epiphany. So I have to say it really opened things up in my mind for me. And that's kind of the end of that section. And then we just get into the full moon and the new moon workbooks, and then I have an astrology section at the back. So that was my planner for the month of July. A little insight into what goes on in my life and how I do my planning. Yeah. Anyways, questions, leave them in the comments. Otherwise, we will catch you in the next video. Thanks so much, you guys. Bye-bye.